everybody, it's Denise and I am back today with another video. Today's video is going to be my October wrap up as well as my November TBR. I'm able to put both of those videos into one because I didn't read much of anything for the month of October. Mostly because I was trying to do the hashtag 31 horror films in 31 days and I failed majorly. But I completed, I believe, 15 movies. I watched like maybe 20, 25. But yeah. So anyway, you guys are here for the wrap up, right? So I started 5 books this month. I completed 3, as well as I read 1 novelette. So I'm going to try to go in order if I remember. So the first book I read for the month of October was Call of the Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft, and it just came out of my Great Tales of Horror by H.P. Lovecraft that I got from Barnes & Noble. And anyway, Call of the Cthulhu was about 25 pages long, 20 to 25 pages long. I can't quite remember it. And I was bored. Like I wanted everything to be first-hand accounts, and it wasn't. It was a bunch of just the main character going through his uncle's notes on other like people's accounts of their dreams, and basically he was piecing together the story. So I just couldn't rock with that. So I gave it a 2-star rating. That doesn't mean I didn't like it. It's just that it was like I said, I don't remember a lot about the book. I don't even remember it, like the ending. I don't. But when I pulled this off my shelf for this video, I saw that I put a post-it note in there because I guess I was pissed and I was hungry. I read this book while I was at work, and my coworker pretty much screwed me. They wrote in their notes for our company that they did all this stuff, so pretty much means that they were gonna get credit for it. And I got to work and I set out to do my stuff, and I found that they didn't do any of the stuff that they said they did. And if I had left it, I would have been neglectful, so I couldn't leave it. But I basically had to do my work plus their work, so I was a little annoyed. So maybe that affected the way I felt about this book, which I'm pretty sure it is. That's how I am. Like if I'm having a crappy day, I may not like the book as much as I would have when I'm just relaxing. So yeah, I'm going to give more of his stories a try. Like, it's just a huge book, and I think the longest story in here is probably 40 pages long. So I'm going to give it a try. The second novel I read was Wallbanger by Alice Clayton, and I gave that a 4 out of 5 star rating, mostly due to the fact that some of the stuff that was in the book was just a little bit unbelievable for it to be a contemporary romance. Really kind of care for Caroline's friends that much. They had vomit at the mouth a little too much for me, and I didn't like that. So between the friends with vomit at the mouth and the other backstory that was just a little bit too unbelievable for me, I knocked off a point. But other than that, Simon and Caroline, the main story, was awesome. It was just hilarious, and I'm mad that it sat on my Kindle for like 3 months and I didn't read it, but I cannot wait to get into Screwdriver. The third book I completed was a full-length novel, and it was Nosferatu by Joe Hill. I actually listened to it. It took me a while to read it, but like I said, I started other books. So I was listening and reading other books on it, so it kind of took me a while. But I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 star rating, mostly because of 2 things. While I listen to books on audiobooks, sometimes I find that it's certain things that I can't grasp, like I don't understand with just listening to it, or certain times I'm doing something else while it's playing, so I miss maybe a key point. Or when I'm laying down and I'm listening to it, I set my timer, and sometimes I might fall asleep a few minutes before my timer shuts the book off, and so I probably have missed, I don't know, a little bit of explanation, because some of the stuff I was just like, when I got back to reading, I'm just like, well, I didn't remember it, or like I said, I fell asleep on it. And another part was because Brat, or Victoria, the protagonist of the novel, sometimes she was just a little bit annoying. She worked that one little nerve. I can't even explain this book because it had so much stuff going on. It's kind of trippy. Like it really is trippy. On top of it being trippy because of the stuff that goes on with Victoria. I keep wanting to say Brat for some reason. I don't know. And that she has going on, and then the Christmas land. I can't even explain it, but just know that it's, to me, it's a different take on Christmas, and it's a freaky, trippy take on Christmas. And like I said, I really enjoyed the story, and I actually like the way it ended because it left room to open up to maybe, like, I don't know, another story. I don't think it'll be another story, but it left room. The ending, the actual ending of the story, I was just like, oh, some more stuff can go down. And if it does, I'll be happy, because that would be awesome. But if not, I actually like the way it wrapped up. So yeah, again, 4.5 stars for Nosferatu by Joe Hill. The final book I completed for the month was The Merciless by Danielle Vega. This book is pretty much like Mean Girls meets The Exorcist times 10. Like, these girls were crazy. They were cray. But I pretty much gave this a 3 out of 5 star rating, and I probably should bump it up because there were some aspects of the book that I enjoyed, like the fact that the main character is a person of color, and one of the mean girls is a person of color as well. And I did enjoy the twist, and I don't know, I think I bumped the star rating down because while I enjoyed the twist, I still knew that it was coming. So yeah, it's a very quick read. There's a lot of stuff in this book that I was just like, all of that could have been avoided. So that is pretty much it for my October wrap up. So yeah, only read, what, 3 full books and 1 novelette. Not enough food today. So for my TBR, I decided that I was only going to read physical books this month because, like I said in my wrap up, when I listen to audiobooks, I get a bulk of the story, but I miss certain things. I'm sure I miss certain things. So I only had planned on reading physical books and or ebooks, but I had something become available via download destination or the Overdrive app. So I decided just to go ahead and get that out the way because the movie came out Friday and I really want to see the movie because Daniel Radcliffe. So you guys should know what book that is, and that is Joe Hill Horns. And I can't really gauge how far I am in the book because, of course, it's the audiobook and I'm listening to it on iPhone, so it doesn't have percentages or page numbers or anything. So I'm going to say I'm about 30% of the way through, and I'm really enjoying the story, and it's pretty much just following Ig. He's the main character. His girlfriend was brutally raped and murdered, and he was acquitted of the charges, but the entire town, family, everybody pretty much thinks he's done it. And so he wakes up one morning and he has these horns just coming out of his head. You don't know where they came from. He doesn't know where they came from. And he's pretty much trying to figure out why they're there. But in the meantime, while he's going to the doctor to see what they can do for him, he's coming into contact with people and they can't help but be brutally fucking honest with him. They're telling him things like, I think you should kill yourself. Like, it's rope back there. Go back there and hang yourself. Like, he finds out that family members can't stand him. Like, everybody thinks he's done it, but he, in fact, did not murder and or rape his girlfriend. You pretty much find out who the actual killer is. And you find out that somebody else knows who the actual killer is, which is kind of fucked up. But I can't wait to see how it all comes together. I need to know how they're going to bring this killer to justice. I need to know where the hell the horns came from. Is he going to be able to get rid of them? I think I saw somebody review where they basically say he's turning into a demon. So I'm assuming as the day goes on, he's just going to, I don't even know. But I am so happy that I decided to actually listen to this audiobook. Like Nosferatu, I will be purchasing this book, but I can't find a copy that's in good condition on the thrift book or book outlet site. So audiobook is going to do because, like I said, I really want to see this movie. Oh, and by the way, the movie is available to rent for $6.99 from iTunes already. So yeah, I won't be going into the movie theater because I spend way too much money in the movie theater. I will be watching it on my laptop via iTunes after I finish this book. So yeah, enough of horns. So anyway, on with the rest of my TBR. The next book I chose is Legend by Marie Lu, and that's mostly because I am participating in the BookTube Reading Buddy reads this month, and the person they partnered me up with, we both owned and wanted to read Legend, so we decided to go with Legend. I don't know much about this besides it's sort of like dystopian, and I hear that the series is really good. The next 2 novels I plan on reading, I am reading because of the hashtag Yearathon topic this month, which is fairy tale retellings. The group's read along pick for the month was Cinder. I already read Cinder earlier, so I decided to go with Scarlet, which is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles. Cinder is the first book, and it's by Marissa Meyer, and this is just loosely based on Little Red Riding Hood, and I hear that it is really good. Like, I enjoyed Cinder, but everybody says that Scarlet is better, and I just look forward to getting into it. But I can probably get through it. I hope I can. If not, I won't be completing the hashtag Yearathon again. And the second book for hashtag Yearathon I decided to go with was Alice in Zombieland. You guys know I talked about this in my Halloween reads, and I said I was going to squeeze into my November TBR somewhere. And so it's like loosely based off of Alice in Wonderland. And if it can make Alice in Wonderland a little better, I'm all for it, because I don't really care for Alice in Wonderland. As a child, I didn't like it. Maybe I need to reread it as an adult and see. Anyway, I don't know. I can't wait. Zombies and fairy tale retelling. That's it for the hashtag Yearathon. The next book I chose to read, I actually picked it because it's a part of a buddy read that I'm doing with my friend. They're booktubers as well. And we decided to go with Twilight by Stephanie Myers. I know I got the horrendous movie poster cover, but don't worry, I actually just ordered me the hardcover in the original cover that I could not find for a decent price beforehand. I think I probably pressured Buddy and Tracy into reading this with me this month, because I was reading it regardless, either this month or in December, but I wanted to get it sooner than later because I actually want to reread the whole series, and I want to watch all the movies because like I said, I'm a Twihard, and I want to see if I still feel the same way I felt about the characters. This is the story that reignited my passion for reading. The final book I plan on reading this month, I am going to finally read Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and maybe at the end of the month, I can tell you guys what the story is about, because I still don't know. I know. I mentioned this book in like 4 videos so far, and I still have not. So this is one of the books that I definitely will be getting to. I plan on getting to all of these books, at least starting them. Hopefully I finish them. I don't know what it is lately. But anyway, that is what I plan on reading for the month, guys. What is it that you plan on reading? Have you read any of these books? If you have, comment down below. Tell me what you thought about them. I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.